PTSD is not only a condition of today's troops, veterans, and first responders. Unfortunately, it is a condition that affects our vets of much earlier conflicts as well. When you consider the state of America at the time of Vietnam, our troops came home to protests, rioting, and a very difficult time for those serving. My uncle was briefed to change out of his uniform immediately upon arrival to avoid the chaos of the anti-war protests. Others were treated very badly with verbal and physical assaults. The effects of coming home and working to be invisible has also produced a long-term result. Many of those from Vietnam did not receive treatment for their PTSD, nor did it have that name in the 1960s, although the condition has been around as long as there has been trauma and war. Another result is that this aging population may come to seek VA care only in their later years, and their families have lived for years hiding and not discussing what is today openly discussed. PTSD then and now has the same symptoms of scent and sound triggers, sleep disorders, difficulty communicating, and relationship challenges. Add to this the possible loss of prime mobility, hearing loss, and aging issues, including presumptive conditions like Agent Orange, and we must actively communicate with the caregivers of each era. It is less known, but very sobering, that 80% of Vietnam veterans reported active PTSD symptoms 25 years after their service in a recent RAND study, with very high rates of depression and suicide. Please lend your support to these long-term caregivers. Include them in your peer groups and learn from their experiences. PTSD may be a bit more familiar these days, but our Vietnam-era caregivers are only now coming out of the shadows. To our Vietnam and earlier era caregivers, thank you for your quiet strength and service.